Hello, everybody, and welcome to Atheist Sunday School, your one-stop shop for everything Atheist Sunday and school.
So we have to apologize for the wait. We were having some audio issues, and we don't know why exactly. So I hope the audio will be okay. You can tell us, immediately what's going on. We'll try to get it fixed. So apologies for that. And our guest today is the almighty, Godless Engineer.
Woo!
What's up, heathens? How y'all doing?
I knew he was going to say that.
You see the future.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I see the future, because you need that in order to know that he's going to say that.
Yeah.
Because he almost never says that.
Well, so, 100-point show.
Yes.
Here's my 100-point show question. Page 237 of Chris's version of the King James Bible. What's the first word in the upper left corner of the page?
Wow.
This was open for that whole time that you've been down here, so you should be able to get this.
I'm going to go with shall.
No.
Damn.
You got a guess, Godless?
Sorry, I was changing out my headsets. What was the question?
First word on the page. What is it?
On today's chapters or the Bible in general?
On this specific page of this specific printing of the Bible.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with Dick.
No.
Damn.
It's the.
Oh, man. That's crazy. Okay. Same thing with mine.
Joab.
No, not on the left hand. On the right hand side. At the top right hand corner. What is the word of this specific version?
2 Samuel and then some numbers. In the top right hand corner.
In the verses.
Hey, I didn't specify.
I don't give a
Verses,
shit.
I used the on the top
I don't give
thing.
a flying fuck.
Well.
What's the first name that I'm gonna see when I pull this thing off?
David or Nahash?
Which one?
Well, it depends on where you
Which
look.
one?
David.
Okay, I'm gonna guess
God
David.
damn, it's David.
Okay. What's your guess?
David.
It's David.
Or it's Samuel in the top.
No, it's fuck off.
This is depressing.
You're a piece of shit. Okay. Well, that was just stupid. For both of us. All right.
Well, I guess
What?
I got 100 points and Godless got 100 points. You're the
I
only
didn't,
one who
yeah.
didn't get
Well,
100 points.
he still has
so
a
far.
100-point show question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so what is your 100-point show question, Godless?
What's your question?
Okay. Which character in the story is apparently lame in both feet?
Oh, is it
Jonathan's son, Nathan.
Is it Nathan?
No,
Okay,
it's
same
like
thing.
Methuselah or something.
Is it Methuselah?
It's not Nathan, right? It's Nathan's a different guy.
We covered him last time.
Yeah,
It was Meshbasheth or something.
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth. It's Morpheus.
Yeah,
Good old Morpheus.
he's red-pilled.
All right. So luckily we don't really have any announcements today, but I guess let's just get started. Wow. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, chapter 9. I got the King James version of the Bible.
I have the English Standard Version. And what do you have?
Oh, I have the NIV, but I can change to any particular version. So I guess I'm just going with NIV.
All
That
right.
works. All right. Fantastic.
Well, then I'll get started. And David said, "Is there yet any that is left in the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness for Jonathan's sake?" And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Ziba,
Hold on. Apparently, there is a machine-like buzzing sound.
I said it would
Yeah.
do that.
I know you said it would do that. We tried a bunch of stuff to fix it.
Well, the only thing that works is no audio from Godless.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Is the buzzing coming from me?
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, we have no idea.
We're not sure where it's coming from because we don't hear it on our side.
Yeah, we don't hear it.
Yeah. So it's just strange.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can't hear anything unless I cut his
Yeah,
entirely.
like we wouldn't.
Tell me it's gone now.
Okay.
Alex.
It's probably gone now.
Yeah, 'cause
But
I muted him.
yeah, because Godless is muted. So that's a problem. So if it's not that, okay, so it just sounds like, okay, so background
Yeah,
stuff.
it
that's
says
what
it
we're
isn't crazy loud. It's just like background crickets.
doing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's still infuriating.
yeah.
I can't do anything about it because I have no idea what caused it in the first place.
Yeah, me neither. Did you
I
plug-
don't know what fixed it.
Did you plug him back in so we can hear him?
I didn't unplug him, I just muted him.
Oh, okay.
I muted him.
Okay.
Hello.
You got a fan going in your room, Godless?
I have no fans in my
No,
room.
it's a thing on our end. It didn't matter
Yeah,
who it
well,
was last time.
Either way, this is let's just power through it. Apparently, it's not that annoying. It's just there.
Okay.
So
Anyways,
yeah.
Ziba. And when they had called him unto David, the king said unto him, Art thou Ziba? And he said, Thy servant is he. And the king said, Is there not yet any of the house of Saul that I may show the kindness of God unto him? And Ziba said unto the king, Jonathan hath yet a son, which is lame on his feet. And the king said unto him, Where is he? And Ziba said unto the king, Behold!
Behold! You gotta shout, behold, Godless. You just gotta do it.
Oh, behold!
He is in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, in Lodabar. Then King David sent and fetched him out from the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, from Lodabar. And now, when Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, was come to David, he fell on his face and did reverence. And David said, Mephibosheth. And he answered, Behold!
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 Thy servant. And David said unto him, Fear not, for I will surely show thee kindness for Jonathan thy father's sake, and will restore thee at the land of Saul thy father, and thou shalt eat bread at my table continually. Continually.
Just keep on
Okay,
going.
Yep.
So my version of it does not have all these beholds. So I'm gonna be late on all of the beholds.
All right. That's totally fine.
Yeah. But I wish I could eat bread continuously.
Really?
Yeah.
Do ya?
Yeah, like garlic
I
bread.
don't.
Oh, that actually does sound good. If it's garlic bread, sure. If it's just plain old bread, I don't know if I'm going to want to eat it continuously.
Or like a honey rye or something with a little bit of butter on it.
Well, that's not just bread then. It's bread with butter. But although garlic bread then would be bread with garlic, so.
And butter.
You know what? Just give me a fucking sandwich.
Just get you a clove of garlic. And he bowed himself and said, What is thy servant, that thou shouldest look upon such a dead dog as I am?
Wow.
And then the king called to Ziba, Saul's servant, and said unto him, I have given unto thy master's son all that pertained to Saul and to his house. Thou therefore and thy sons and thy servants shall till the land for him, and thou shalt bring in the fruits that thy master's son may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, thy master's son, shall eat bread always at my table. Now Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants.
Damn, Zeba's getting busy.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Then Ziba said unto the king, According to all that my lord the king hath commanded his servant, so shall thy servants do. As for Mephibosheth, said the king, he shall eat at my table as one of the king's sons. And Mephibosheth had a young son, whose name was Micah. and all that dwelt in the house of Ziba were servants unto Mephibosheth. So Mephibosheth dwelt in Jerusalem, for he did eat continually at the king's table, and was lame on both his feet.
Okay, so that just kind of, why did they feel the need to say that again? That he was lame in both his feet?
I don't know.
Because they said it before.
Equal opportunity?
That doesn't, how does that help?
I think it's just to drive home the fact that he's like a couch potato. He doesn't do shit, and he just sort of like lives off of his father. I mean, they are Jewish at this point, right?
Not yet.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
No, okay. This is precursor to being a Jew. Lazy, living off your parents.
Yeah, there's still Judah.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Hey, as Jews, we are not offended.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel about people who call themselves Jewish atheists?
I just find it strange.
How ridiculous is that? Would you call yourself a Muslim atheist or a Christian atheist?
No, but it's the whole race thing.
But
And
Jew isn't a race. You know, the Nazi Party actually had problems identifying physical markers that would mark someone as Jewish. They put in a lot of time and effort to doing it, and they couldn't do it because it's not a race.
and it's really, it's just all, the thing is they need it to be a race.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can't propagate the race.
Right.
And that shit's so important for them, and it pisses me off. I grew up with that shit.
Yeah, you didn't find a nice Jewish girl to bear your children?
Fucking ridiculous. No. In fact, the more my grandparents tell me that, the more I want to not do that.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You know what else I believe? That it's your turn to
Yes. Yes. In fact, it is the end of chapter 9, where David was just nice to this guy.
Yep, and I don't know, the character of Mephibosheth, he's just lazy. He just goes and eats with the king.
Well, he physically can't really do much.
He has 15 male servants and 20 female servants.
Oh, he actually has a lot of kids too. How did he pull that off? In his position.
Just a lot of fucking. I mean, that's my guess.
Maybe that's why he's laying both feet. Just a lot of fucking.
No, he only has Micah at this point. Ziba's the one with all the kids.
Ziba's the one with all the
And
kids.
Ziba's kids are all Mephibosheth's servants.
Okay, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the place you want your children to be in.
So this guy gets to literally live in hedonism for the rest of his life.
Ain't that sweet? Alright. Anyways, chapter 10.
Thank you, DB Cisco, for that sacrifice to Marduk.
Yes, thank you, DB Cisco. Oh, and by the way, before that donation, in our demon summoning drive, we were at $273.48, which means we're slowly inching toward our goal of $666, which once we reach it, we will be doing a demon summoning.
Yep.
What? William McDonald. Thank you, William McDonald, for abandoning God.
Thank you. Yes. I'll have a small fry and a Big Mac. Anyways, let's continue, Lawrence.
Let's continue. Chapter 10. Make sure you guys drop a like. Yeah, whatever. All right. Chapter 10. After this, the king of the Ammonites died, and Hanun his son reigned in his place. And David said, I will deal loyally with Hanun, the son of Nahash, as his father dealt loyally with me. So David sent by his servants to console him concerning his father. Really sweet.
Yeah.
Really sweet. And David's servants came into the land of the Ammonites. But the princes of the Ammonites said to Hanun their lord, Do you think, because David has sent comforters to you, that he is honoring your father? Has not David sent his servants to you to search the city and to spy it out, to overthrow it? So these guys are super paranoid. what is that? Omegaya or Omegala? I can't see if that's an L or an I. I can't see if that's an L or an I.
Omegala.
Okay.
Omegala.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Omegala
to me.
1.
With $20.
$20.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much.
very much.
Let's see. Happy holidays, guys. I was wondering if it would be okay with Lawrence if I emailed you some thoughts of Cain and Abel in the new year.
Yeah, just
yeah.
send all emails to MilwaukeeAtheists@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And we should be able to review what you send and get back to you.
Yeah. All right. So definitely thank you for that. And where the hell was I? Oh, right. These guys are super paranoid.
Well, they have reason to be paranoid.
Yeah, because David has been fucking killing everybody.
Yeah. He just showed a little bit of kindness to Mephibosheth. But in doing so, he also basically told Ziba, hey, your 35 children are all going to be his slaves. So, yeah, it's all
whatever.
good.
It's all good. It's not much. It's only 35 people.
Yeah.
That's it. So Hanun took David's servants and shaved off half the beard of each and cut off their garments in the middle at their hips and sent them away. So they're half naked.
What? So David basically was like, you know what? Y'all don't have short enough shorts. I want to see your ass crack when you walk away from me, okay, motherfuckers?
No. That's what Hanun did to David's
Oh, that's
servants.
what.
Keep in mind
okay,
now
so not
that
David Hanun is the one that's wanting to look at the ass cheeks of. Okay.
Yes, the ass cheeks and their half-shaven beards. Oh, okay.
well, we've got to keep him.
What?
Okay, anyways, you guys keep talking.
Well, we got to keep in mind here that now short shorts are officially part of the biblical canon.
I don't think it's short shorts. I think it's just you're half naked.
Mine says Hanun took David's servants and shaved off the one half of their beards and cut their garments in the middle, even to their buttocks, and sent them away. In the middle?
Like,
oh!
Yeah, in the middle.
Oh, so they were wearing what before?
Like some kind of robe, maybe?
Maybe, but it doesn't really specify.
Do you think their junk dangled out?
What?
I'm just curious.
Well, nothing's going on at mine.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna... I just turned it back on. I turned it off and turned it on. Yeah. So... Is that... Okay, is that plugged in all the way? Alright, whatever. You guys keep going. This is not good.
Wow. Well, I guess... Do you want me to read for you, Lawrence? Well, then I'll read. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them, because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return.
So wait a second. He's like, I don't want to see you guys with half-ass beards. You got to come back here with full-ass beards in order for me to address you.
Yeah. If you don't have a real wizard thing going on, don't even bother showing up.
It's like, listen, guys, you got to look like Gandalf, okay?
No, Lawrence, get it again.
Check the antenna on the thing in your pocket, Lawrence. Okay. Well, that's weird. And when the children of Ammon saw that they stank before David, the children of Ammon sent and hired the Syrians of Beth-Rahab and the Syrians of Zobah, 20,000 footmen, and of King Maacah 1,000 men, and of Ishtab 12,000 men. And when David heard it, he sent Joab and all the host of the mighty men.
I was gonna say it doesn't, like on verse 6 there, in the NIV version it says become obnoxious to David, but not that they stank.
Maybe in the KJV, stank means obnoxious. I find stank obnoxious.
You know, that brings a whole new meaning to the stanky leg dance move. It's just the
Yeah.
It's just the obnoxious dance move. I would figure that would be twerking.
Good shit. So he sends. He's got all these men coming to kill him, I guess. And the children of Ammon came out and put the battle in array at the entering of the gate. And the Syrians of Zobah and of Rehob and Ishtab and Maacah were by themselves in the field. When Joab saw that the front of the battle was against him before and behind, he chose all of the choice men of Israel and put them in array against the Syrians. So he sees that he's getting flanked, which is the maneuver that they've used in every single battle that they've been in. And he's like, I'm familiar with this shit. I know what to do. He puts all of them in array against the Syrians, and the rest of the people he delivered into the hand of Abishai his brother, that he might put them in array against the children of Ammon. And he said, If the Syrians be too strong for me, then thou shalt help me. But if the children of Ammon be too strong for thee, then I will come and help thee.
Alright. Where are we?
I just finished.
I think we just got it fixed.
No,
This-
we compromised.
We compromised. Well, yeah, this usually never happens.
Usually.
Don't have to slam it down, Chris.
Chris just increased the likelihood that it's broken forever by doing that.
Yeah.
No, I just increased the likelihood that it works.
So where are we?
It broke already.
We just finished verse 11,
Verse
chapter
11?
10.
In chapter 10. Okay.
I do want to say that Syria, or the Syrians, are not in the NIV. But they call them Armenians, I believe is what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, my translation also says Syrians.
Hmm.
We just finished verse 11? Okay, I'll continue then. Yeah. Thank you, Reuben.
No problem,
Yeah.
Lawrence.
Be of good courage, and let us be courageous for our people, and for the cities of our God. And may the Lord do what seems good to him.
Wow, mine's way different.
Whoa.
It says, Be of good courage, and let us play the men for our people and for the cities of our God.
That's strange.
Do you want to hear mine?
Sure.
It says, Be strong and let us fight bravely for our people and the cities of our God. The Lord will do what is good in his sight.
So Joab and the people who were with him drew near to battle against the Syrians, and they fled before him. And when the Ammonites saw that the Syrians fled, they likewise fled before Abishai, and entered the city. Then Joab returned from fighting against the Ammonites, and came to Jerusalem. But when the Syrians saw that they had been defeated by Israel, they gathered themselves together, and Hadadezer sent and brought out the Syrians who were beyond the Euphrates. They came to Halam, which Shobach, the commander of the army of Hadadezer, wait, this is a weird sentence. They came to Halam, with Shobach, the commander of the army of Hadadezer, at their head.
Mine is a little better. It says, brought out the Syrians that were beyond the river, and they came to Halam, and Shobach, the captain of the host of Hadarezer, went before them.
And so mine says
Oh, okay, they
went-
were at the front, okay.
All of them are having it.
All of them are having it?
All of them are having it. You can't seem to have three mics on at the same time anymore, and I have no idea
That's so weird.
Huh.
why. All of them are having it.
We didn't have this problem before. This is a brand new problem.
Yeah.
This is killing me.
I blame the wireless mics,
Yes, I would.
and the soundboard, and the computer.
But the thing is,
And
they were
OBS.
working for forever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is a new problem because what happens is it finds it, and then it flashes red, actually. It's never flashed red. It's a different thing entirely. Fucking hell.
That's awful. Okay. Are we connected right now?
What?
To
You're
the
fine.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna
There's
keep
a
going.
buzzing noise, and you're fine.
Yeah, I understand. All right. I'm gonna keep going.
So, well, on mine it says they went to Halam with Shobach, the commander of Hadadezer's army, leading them. So it's a little bit, it's not as convoluted.
Yeah, definitely clear. And when it was told David, he gathered all Israel together and crossed the Jordan and came to Halam. The Syrians arrayed themselves against David and fought with him, and the Syrians fled before Israel. And David killed of the Syrians the men of 700 chariots and 40,000 horsemen, and wounded Shobach, the commander of their army, so that he died there.
Lucky that they didn't have 40,000 chariots with
Yeah.
their 40,000 horses.
Yeah, lucky. And when all the kings who were servants of Hadadezer saw that they had been defeated by Israel, they made peace with Israel and became subject to them. That was easy.
Yep.
So the Syrians were afraid to save the Ammonites. Wait, so the Syrians were afraid to save the Ammonites anymore.
Yep.
As well, they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be. They have like a bloodthirsty warlord who's in charge of Israel right now.
Yeah, they do.
You don't want to fuck with him.
He's killed so many people.
Yeah.
And he just keeps doing it. So many narratives. It's just, okay, he's off killing these people. Now he's off killing these people.
He has his tens of thousands. He
Yeah.
just got more tens of thousands.
Oh, man. Although, I know...
We haven't had a reference, I think, in 2 Samuel to David having his tens of thousands yet, but we had it multiple times in 1 Samuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You won't believe what the problem was.
what was the problem? Did we solve it? What was the problem, Chris?
Battery melted.
A battery melted.
Battery melted.
A battery melted.
Okay, a battery melted.
Well, guys, a battery melted.
Okay.
And when we kept switching batteries, it didn't matter.
Right, because there was a
Red
melted one.
manual, or
Okay.
a red battery, or a red
Battery
flash. Red flash
melted.
means that the battery has a malformation.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
Great.
Battery melted. Fantastic.
It's a sign we all have to be Christians now.
As is
praise
tradition.
Jesus.
Oh, it seems, although we got our audio issue solved, it seems we are getting some interference.
Some interference?
Yes.
Whoa.
Something really strange is happening.
What's happening? I feel the light of God coming upon me.
Behold, I am your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and I want to let all you heathens and sinners know that I support this wonderful episode of Atheist Sunday School. Lawrence and Reuben try their very best to bring you the true glory of the Bible, and they need your help. They have provided links to their Patreon page and other social media just for you. Once again, my name is Jesus Christ, and this is Milwaukee Atheists. The Lord is with them. God bless.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. Thanks, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Wow, that was very unexpected.
really was. I didn't know that was going to happen.
Me neither. That is completely new.
Mm-hmm.
Completely unscripted. That was natural.
And definitely
obviously-
not something that you paid for.
Definitely not. No, I would never pay for such a thing, for such a promotion from Jesus himself.
Yeah. Not like Jesus would accept bribes.
Right. Not that he would do that. Oh, man. All right. Well, thank you, Jesus. Okay. I guess we have his blessing.
Yep.
Yeah. And I guess now, since we are done with chapter 10, it is now Godless's turn to read chapter 11.
All right, y'all ready for some David and Bathsheba? Because in mine, the chapters are titled. In the spring, at the time when the kings go off to war, David sent Joab with the king's men and the whole Israelite army. They destroyed the Ammonites and besieged Rabbah, but David remained in Jerusalem. One evening, David got up from his bed and walked around on the roof of the palace. From the roof, he saw a woman bathing. The woman was very beautiful, and David sent someone to find out about her. The man said, "She is Bathsheba, the daughter of Elam, and the wife of Uriah the Hittite." Then David sent messengers to get her. She came to him, and he slept with her. Now she was purifying herself from her monthly uncleanness. Then she went back home. The woman conceived and sent word to David, saying, "I am pregnant."
You know, it really did not take much for David to get her. Really did not.
Well-
He was just like, she's hot, go get her.
Keep in mind that he is the king.
He is the king.
He can just make it a law that she has to sleep with him.
That's true, he could. It doesn't say that he did.
It doesn't say specifically in any of the laws of Israel that David cannot make that law.
True.
Yep.
That is absolutely true. Wow. That was easy. All right.
Yep.
Man, David has an easy life.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, if you take this like in today's context, I think that this would be like a power assertive rape. If you really think about it, because of the position that he's in, she's not really given the option to say no. So it's, I mean, it doesn't really seem like she had a choice in it. He just raped her and conceived a child.
Yeah, and she has to be okay with it.
Yeah, she does, because the king did it to her.
But I'm sure that there's some Christian Jewish apologetics that
I
are-
mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
There always is.
they're all bad.
All right. So David sent this word to Joab, "Send me Uriah the Hittite." And Joab sent him to David. When Uriah came to him, David asked him how Joab was, how the soldiers were, and how the war was going. Then David said to Uriah, "Go down to your house and wash your feet," because that's the important part of fucking your wife. So Uriah left the palace, and a gift from the king was sent after him. But Uriah slept at the entrance of the palace with all his master's servants and did not go down to his house. David was told Uriah did not go home, so he asked Uriah, "Haven't you just come from a military campaign? Why didn't you go home and fuck your wife?" Uriah said to David, "The ark and Israel and Judah are staying in tents, and my commander Joab and my lord's men are camped in the open country. How could I go to my house to eat and drink and make love to my wife? As surely as you live, I will not do such a thing."
Oh, no. How could I do such a thing? How can I fuck my wife?
That is just unacceptable. I shall not do that.
Well, you have to admit this kind of shows like how David is honorable, or at least starting out or whatnot. I guess. I mean, he's trying to be an honorable person, while or maybe not. Whoever is it? Joab. Joab's the one. Or wait, who did he even fucking call? Is it Uriah?
Yeah,
Uriah is honorable.
Yeah.
One. Okay. David's not honorable. Uriah is. Sorry, all these different names get fucking screwed up in this in this thing. I have trouble keeping up. Okay.
Yeah, so he just has like hardcore PTSD. And he can't even go home and eat and drink.
Apparently.
Or fuck his wife.
Or fuck his wife.
All right. So then David said to him, "Stay here one more day, and tomorrow I will send you back." So Uriah remained in Jerusalem that day and the next. At David's invitation, he ate and drank with him, and David made him drunk. But in the evening, Uriah went out to sleep on his mat among his master's servants. He did not go home. In the morning, David wrote a letter to Joab and sent it with Uriah. In it, he wrote, "Put Uriah out in the front where the fighting is fiercest, then withdraw from him so he will be struck down and die." Wow, that's a dick move right there.
What an asshole. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, he's not going to fuck his wife. Kill him.
I'm fairly certain that if he would have given him the option, like, you can either die or fuck your wife, he would have been like, oh, I'll go fuck her right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. But no, that you can't have the option. It's just if you don't do this other thing, David's just gonna kill you.
Yep.
Because, as is tradition.
Because he's a bloodthirsty psychopath.
Yeah, he really is.
But he plays a mean liar.
He does. He does play a mean liar.
All right, so Joab sent David a full account of the battle. He instructed the messenger, when you have finished giving the king this account of the battle, the king's anger may flare up, and he may ask you, why did you get so close to the city to fight? Didn't you know they would shoot arrows from the wall? Who killed Abimelech, son of Jerubasheth? Didn't a woman drop an upper millstone on him for the wall so that he died in Thebez? Why did you get so close to the wall? If he asks you this, then say to him, moreover, your servant Uriah the Hittite is dead.
Well.
Wow.
Yeah, this is exactly what you asked us to do. I don't know why you're so pissed off, sir.
Maybe an evil spirit from the Lord came upon him.
As happens sometimes. Good old evil spirits from the Lord.
Yep.
So hold on, I'm trying to find this in this little book I have here. Not really little. Unfolding the Deuteronomistic History. What verse was that exactly?
That was verse 21.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is no comment on that specifically. I don't think there is. Oh, actually there is. Wait, hold on. Did they just kill Abimelech? Is that who was just killed? Or was it...
No, Uriah died.
Oh, that's really weird. I don't know why it's talking about Abimelech here.
Because it says...
Well, they're referencing an earlier battle where another guy, Abimelech, he was attacking some people, and they all retreated back to this tower, and he was killed by a woman who dropped a giant stone on his head, which that didn't actually kill him. It was a servant of his that he had run him through with a sword or something that actually killed him. But like he's referencing like a previous battle.
Okay, I got it. Part of like a military tradition.
Well, as in verse 20 it points out, this is a messenger who is being sent by Joab. That's pointed out in 18 and 19. And these are the instructions that he's being given in case David gets pissed off with the news. Is just tell him that all these people died. And apparently that'll calm him down.
Alright.
Ow!
Well, he just loves death.
Oh.
That's like his favorite thing.
Yeah.
Aside from getting, all those wives.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't even... Did he marry this last one, or did he just fuck her?
No, he just fucked.
Yeah, he just fucked her.
okay, so, reading all of this and all this death and everything like that, it's really funny when I hear Ken Ham say that, like, evolution is a religion of death. But, like, throughout the entire Old Testament, you have motherfuckers slaughtering people and ordering people to die and everything like that. Like, I don't know. It kind of seems like the Old Testament is a religion of death, not evolution.
Yeah, literally.
And the thing is, God is always with David.
They literally killed 40,000 people in the last chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just, who cares? 40,000.
Yeah.
You
Whatever. I mean, what? Did you want them to be slaves? They're better off dead.
just some grains of sand right there.
Yep.
It doesn't really matter.
Dust in the wind.
All right. So starting at 22. The messenger set out, and when he arrived, he told David everything Joab had sent him to say. The messenger said to David, "The men overpowered us and came out against us in the open, but we drove them back to the entrance of the city gates. Then the archers shot arrows at your servants from the wall, and some of the king's men died. Moreover, your servant Uriah the Hittite is dead." David told the messenger, "Say this to Joab. Don't let this upset you. The sword devours one as well as another. Press the attack against the city and destroy it." Say this to encourage Joab. When Uriah's wife heard that her husband was dead, she mourned for him. After the time of mourning was over, like a gentleman, David had her brought to his house, and she became his wife and bore him a son. But the king had done displeased the Lord. But the thing David had done displeased the Lord. I like how it's like after she had some appropriate time, I kidnapped her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this woman, what's her name? Bathsheba, right? She's married to Uriah. David
Yes.
fucks her. She gets pregnant, and then David's like, "Go die," and Uriah does that, and then Bathsheba's like, "Yippee! Now I'm not married to Uriah."
No. She was sad about it, but for the appropriate amount of time.
Yeah, but also, she wasn't sad for that long because she was pregnant,
Yeah.
and then
And
all
then she
this
came
happens,
back, and then she had a kid.
And-
she had the kid.
and when the mourning was past, she bore him a son. So the mourning had to last at least shorter than 9 months. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely
shorter
less
than 9 months.
Yeah. But it is really neat how we've always been. Rachel pointed this out in the chat too. So wait, hold on. The chapter ends on incomplete sentence in my translation. But the thing that David had done displeased Yahweh. Okay. I mean, I have that too. But the thing that David had done had displeased the Lord.
Mine also says the Lord.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's not really a big deal. But it is really interesting that they kind of throw that in there.
Yeah.
Because usually, David is like God's favorite.
Well, as we see from the background image today, Nathan is going to rebuke David.
Oh, yes, he is. He is going to give him what for.
Yep.
That's the phrase, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly the phrase.
Okay.
So I'll start reading chapter 12 here. "And the Lord sent Nathan unto David. And he came unto him and said unto him, There were 2 men in one city, the one rich and the other poor. The rich man had exceeding many flocks and herds, but the poor man had nothing save one little ewe lamb, which he had brought up and nourished up. And it grew up together with him and with his children. It did eat of his own meat, and drank of his own cup, and lay in his bosom, and was unto him as a daughter. And there came a traveler unto the rich man, and he spared to take of his own flock and his own herd to dress for the wayfaring man that was come unto him, but took the poor man's lamb and dressed it for the man that was come unto him. And David's anger was greatly kindled against the man. And he said to Nathan, As the Lord liveth, the man that hath done this thing shall surely die, and he shall restore the lamb fourfold, because he did this thing, and because he had no pity. And Nathan said to David, Thou art the man. Thus saith the Lord God of Israel, I anointed thee king over Israel, and I delivered thee out of the hand of Saul. And I gave thee thy master's house and thy master's wives into thy bosom, and gave thee the house of Israel and of Judah. And if that had been too little, I would moreover have given unto thee such and such things. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandments of the Lord, to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Now, therefore, the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Thus saith the Lord, Behold!
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 Behold! Yeah.
So just to summarize this entire part here, basically Nathan is saying, "Yo, David, bros before hoes, motherfucker."
Yep. Or you're gonna have the sword in your house for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, given his statements about Jonathan, might not be too bad for David.
Yeah.
Yep. Behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this sun. For thou didst it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel, and before the sun. And David said unto Nathan, I have sinned against the Lord. And Nathan said unto David, The Lord also hath put away thy sin. Thou shalt not die. Howbeit, because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die. So Uriah's wife, Bathsheba's son, is going to die, and Nathan's like, "Yo, you just made this entire kingdom a laughing stock." And Nathan departed unto his house. And the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick. David therefore besought God for the child, and David fasted and went in and laid all night upon the earth. And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him from the earth. But he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. And it came to pass on the seventh day that the child died. And the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, Behold!
Behold!
Fuck, behold!
While the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead? But when David saw that his servants whispered, David perceived that the child was dead. Therefore David said unto his servants, Is the child dead? And they said, He is dead. Then David arose from the earth, and washed, and anointed himself, and changed his apparel, and came into the house of the Lord, and worshipped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then he said to his servants unto him, What thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive, but when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who can tell whether God will be gracious to me that the child may live? But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. And David comforted Bathsheba, his wife, and went in unto her and lay with her. And she bare a son and called his name Solomon, and the Lord loved him.
Of course. Of course it was Solomon.
What a fairy tale ending.
That's not the ending. Also, we
Not the
didn't
ending.
even get a name for Bathsheba's previous son.
Yeah, he didn't need a name. He just fucking died.
Yep, after 7 days. Which means, was he circumcised?
It didn't say.
Hmm.
Whatever. He's probably going to hell too.
Yeah. Or Shoal.
Shoal, yeah.
And he sent by the hand of Nathan the prophet, and called his name Jedediah, because of the Lord.
Yeah, so Jedediah apparently means beloved of the Lord. So, it's, there are plenty of things that Solomon does which are very similar to
Yes.
things David does.
Yeah, he does a lot of womanizing.
Yes. A lot of idols, too.
He also
people
kills a
don't
lot of animals.
Yeah, a lot of idols too. People don't like to talk about that. But it's interesting that they just named Oh no, never mind. That's about Nathan's son.
Well, people do like to talk about it. They talk about the reason why Solomon failed was because of his adoption of the gods of his many wives.
Oh wait, hold on. So is Solomon also called Jedediah?
Wait, no. Solomon's a newborn, right?
Well, yeah, I know.
This is still David. Nathan the prophet, he called his name Jedediah. So I guess Solomon is also Jedediah.
Okay, so yeah, it's very interesting that that now the torch is kind of slowly passing to Solomon, because obviously all those murders didn't break any deals for God, because he asked for them.
Yeah.
So it's now it's going to be Solomon's turn. It's like that meme in the election. There was this meme circulating about, it was like a still from an interview that Jeb Bush did with his mom. And
Jeb.
Yeah, the meme was now it's Jeb's turn to like invade Iraq or something like that.
So David doesn't actually die until after the end of this book. So Solomon's story doesn't happen just yet.
Right, yeah.
Okay. So Jedediah. And Joab fought against Rabbah of the children of Ammon, and took the royal city. And Joab sent messengers to David and said, I've fought against Rabbah, and have taken the city of waters. Now, therefore, gather the rest of the people together, and encamp against the city, and take it, lest I take the city, and it be called after my name. So apparently, there is a tradition here of, if you take a city, it gets named after you. So, if you, Godless Engineer, were to take over your hometown, you could name it Godless Engineerville.
Hey, you know what? That does not sound bad at all. Like, I would love to name it fucking Godless Engineer Town. Like, Godless Engineerville. Actually, I'd probably be like, no, fuck that. We're just going to name it Fuckville. That's where I live. Fuckville.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, and David gathered all the people together and went to Rabbah and fought against it and took it. And he took their king's crown from off his head, the weight whereof was a talent of gold with the precious stones, and it was set upon David's head. Ooh, David has a crown in the image that we have in the background, even though, canonically, he didn't have a crown until after he took the crown off this guy's head in Rabbah. And he brought forth the spoil of the city in great abundance.
Maybe it's a different crown.
Maybe it's a different crown.
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Two crowns.
Yeah. And he brought forth the people that were therein, and put them under saws, and under harrows of iron, and under axes of iron, and made them pass through the brick kiln. The brick kiln.
Yeah.
It's one word. So,
The kilns.
yeah. And thus did he to all the cities of the children of Ammon. So David and all the people returned unto Jerusalem. He literally pulled a Hitler. He was like, yeah, we're going to kill you, we're going to enslave you, and the rest of you we're going to put in the oven. So yeah, he
pretty much,
literally pulled a Hitler.
Great.
Wow.
Fantastic.
And that's the end. You get to see the king of Israel being a Nazi.
Wow, that was kind of out of nowhere. What?
That escalated quickly.
Yes, that did escalate quickly.
Now, Rachel's version says it's the crown of Moloch.
Moloch, we had him in the previous reading, right? Last week?
I think
He
so.
kind of popped up there, I think. I think he popped up then.
Check the Deuteronomistic history if it has a reference to.
I didn't see Moloch in here. I don't know. I think this is just from their own translation, so I'm not sure if this is any actual version. It says he took the crown of Milcom.
Milk.
Milcom. All right then. That's interesting.
Oh, hey, Jim. How's it going?
Yes.
You just tuned in at the end because
Yeah.
we've just finished the the chapters
the
we were
sections
covering.
today. And you know what? I'm not like super bummed that this one was so quick because we've been having audio issues and it's just been not great at all. The one thing that was good was in fact good.
But we are about halfway through Second Kingdoms.
Well, yes, technically. Jonah asks, what do you think of the examples of scholarship that connect the court history of David to the J source of the Torah? I think it is BS. I think the J source was specifically modeled after the Deuteronomistic history, including stories of David. So unless you're suggesting, what you're talking about is that Jay would have been taking things from the Deuteronomistic history, in which case I would agree. But if we're suggesting that they're the same author, I don't think so.
So Jim points out that Milcom was their main idol, and Rachel points out Milcom and Moloch being the same. Is the implication here, because they don't name the king of Ramah when they're talking about when they're talking about David taking this place. So is the implication here that their king was literally an idol?
It says, now Joab fought against Rabbah.
Rabbah was a city.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. And it says he took their king's crown from off his head.
Yeah, I see that.
It doesn't say that he killed the king, and it looks like in the next chapter they don't address it at all.
Well, he killed a lot of people.
He killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say he killed the king. So is the implication here that their idol was literally the king of their city? And that he took the crown off of the idol's head and put it on his own head?
Maybe. Yeah, it is interesting stuff. Yeah, but that's the end of the reading today. We obviously apologize for the audio issues. We are going to look at that directly after the show.
We're going to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, because we do not want that to happen again. That's never fun for us or for you. And we want to make sure that you guys enjoy the show, at least as much as you can.
So it's 3 letters, MLK for Moloch, or Milcom. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like.
So it's a Mem,
it's kind of like
a
Yahweh
Lamed, and a Kaf.
It's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like how Yahweh is written, usually, and the thing is, we're kind of left to guess at the actual pronunciation of it.
Try to put all the equipment on one phase and make sure it's properly grounded. I guess that would be. I think it's properly grounded in here. I would assume.
I mean, it was working for so long, you'd assume it was.
Yeah.
But, anyways, that's just going to be the end of the show. We obviously do apologize for the audio issues.
I wonder why people.
What about Godless? We're gonna obviously do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I wonder why people abbreviate Yahweh as YHWH when it should be Yud He Vav He, which is a V.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know any Hebrew. But anyways, yeah, Godless, thank you so much for joining us. We're sorry about all the audio issues.
I am no stranger to audio issues, so I understand. But I had a great time today, guys. I really like reading the Bible with friends and whatnot, making fun of it and stuff. So
Yeah. And actually,
I like.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
What? Well, I was just gonna say I love being invited on here, and I always enjoy doing these Bible studies with you guys.
Yeah, it's always great to have you on. Thanks for joining us. And obviously, if you guys are not subscribed to Godless Engineer, something is wrong with you.
Yeah.
Something is seriously messed up. You should go do that because he is fucking awesome. And on top of that, I was talking to Chris before the show, and guess what is illegal to do? To have a Bible study in one spot, like if everyone is in a house or something, and not be licensed. If it's 4 or more people, it's illegal.
Oh.
So
Well,
luckily, since
as it happens, I happen to be a licensed clergy person from the Temple of the Jedi Order, officially, which is a 501c3. It does count. I am allowed to do wedding and funeral services, and I'm allowed into hospitals after visiting hours. I am clergy.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, DB Cisco,
Yes.
for the donation, 666. We are getting towards that $666 goal.
Thank you. And DB says, by the way, thanks for the T-shirt. Yes, absolutely. He won the T-shirt giveaway this month. So I hope you enjoy your T-shirt. When the heck was that illegal? Apparently, it's illegal now. That's I never heard of that until today. So Chris could just be talking out of his ass.
Yep.
But I don't think he is. I don't think he'd have a reason to lie about that.
I don't think I have a reason to lie about that.
No.
Yeah.
Either way.
Though,
Since there are 4 of us, but there are only 3 of us in the house,
Yeah.
and then we have Godless, somewhere else.
well, it doesn't matter. I'm licensed.
Yeah, I mean, we have free workaround.
All right, whatever. We should be
Fine.
fine. Nothing.
We're also atheists.
Yeah, we don't think we can pass this off as a legitimate Sunday school.
I mean, we do more reading of the Bible than any
Sunday
legitimate
school. Yeah, that's
Sunday
true.
school.
That's absolutely true. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and obviously sorry for all the audio issues. And check out all the links in the description for all that stuff. And other than that,
Remember to get your pets spayed and neutered.
we will see you
That
next
is very important.
Sunday.
Sunday.